Big update in Reiner killings. Medical findings turn gruesome. Addict son stabbed mom and dad multiple times. Fresh and disturbing new details have now emerged in the killings of Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and his wife Michele Singer Reiner. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner, the primary cause of death for both victims has been officially listed as multiple sharp force injuries. Those findings were released as part of the medical examiner's initial investigative report. The office confirmed that while additional investigation is still underway, the bodies can now be released to the family. Officials cautioned that more details will be disclosed only after further examination is complete. The medical examiner's ruling aligns with what law enforcement had previously stated, that both Rob and Michele Reiner suffered stab wounds.
On December 14, 2025, LAPD officers from our West Los Angeles division responded to a death investigation at the 200 block of South Chadbourne Avenue, which is in the Brentwood section of Los Angeles. Upon entering the residence, they discovered the bodies of Mr. and Mrs. Reiner. Detectives from our Robbery Homicide Division Homicide Special Section immediately initiated a comprehensive investigation.
That revelation surfaced the same day their son, Nick Reiner, appeared in a Los Angeles courtroom formally charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of his parents. He appeared from behind glass in a secured custody area of the courtroom, wearing shackles and a blue padded suicide prevention smock commonly used in jail facilities. The court set a new arraignment date of January 7th following a request from his attorney. Nick Reiner remains in custody without bail.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I just have a couple of quick words. First of all, and most importantly, this is a devastating tragedy that has befallen the Reiner family. We all recognize that. Our hearts go out to the entire Reiner family. There are very, very complex and serious issues that are associated with this case. Those need to be thoroughly but very carefully dealt with and examined and looked at and analyzed. We ask that during this process, you allow the system to move forward in the way that it was designed to move forward. Not with a rush to judgment, not with jumping to conclusions, but with restraint and with dignity and with the respect that this system and this process deserves and that the family deserves. So with that, we are set for January 7th for an arraignment. That's the next court date. And that's all I have to say at this point. There may be more at some other point, but today, we're going to rest on where we stand procedurally, which is this was a continuance of arraignment. Nothing happened today substantively. We'll be back for an arraignment in the same department on the 7th of January. We'll see you then.
Investigators have also released CCTV footage that has become central to the case. The video shows Reiner appearing calm and unhurried at a Los Angeles gas station shortly after the alleged killings. Wearing a baseball cap and carrying a backpack, Reiner is seen walking into the store, buying a sports drink, and paying at the counter. No visible panic, no urgency. Captured about half a mile from the family home. About an hour later, Nick was arrested across the street.
He was arrested in a public area, in the Exposition Park area near the University of Southern California campus. He was approached by the officers and he was arrested without incident. There were no indications that he was going to resist or anything like that. He didn't flee or anything like that. He was taken into custody without issue, and he was transported to our police headquarters facility.
As the legal process moves forward, Rob Reiner's other children broke their silence for the first time. Jake Reiner and his younger sister, Romy Reiner, released a joint statement through a family spokesperson addressing the overwhelming response to their parents' deaths. They said they are grateful for the outpouring of condolences, kindness, and support we have received not only from family and friends, but people of all walks of life. Reiner could face the death penalty if convicted. Prosecutors added a special circumstance enhancement, citing allegations that more than one person was killed, a factor that makes capital punishment a legal possibility under California law.
Today I'm here to announce that our office will be filing charges against Nick Reiner, who is accused of killing his parents, actor-director Rob Reiner, and photographer-producer Michele Singer Reiner. These charges will be 2 counts of first-degree murder with a special circumstance of multiple murders. He also faces a special allegation that he personally used a dangerous and deadly weapon, that being a knife. These charges carry a maximum sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole or the death penalty. No decision at this point has been made with respect to the death penalty. We have requested, and currently Nick Reiner is being held without bail. Once the charges get filed this afternoon, Nick Reiner will be then brought to court. He is going through medical clearance, something that everybody who gets arrested and gets held in a Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department jail goes through. Once he is medically cleared, he will be brought to court to be arraigned on these charges. At that point, he will enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. So special circumstances is a situation where one of the enumerated factors that lead to elevating in some ways a first-degree murder case to a special circumstance first-degree murder case occurs. One of those special circumstances is called multiple murders. Here we have 2, and it qualifies under the definition of multiple murders to allege the special circumstance in this particular case.